Early Alpha. Unleash the Avatar. The fact that they need a disclaimer at the beginning, because you know some people are going to get offended by some of the iconography. Let's see, what's it say? This game is a work of fiction produced by an independent game studio. It is set in a fictionalized version of India. The fact that it needs a disclaimer for that. Fictionalized version of India and features imagined characters, organizations, locations, and events. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, groups, beliefs, or historical events is purely coincidental. In the playable game, only deity is portrayed without appropriate respect. No deity is presented without appropriate, respectful context. And no disrespect is intended to any community. The fact that you need this disclaimer, again, the West needs this disclaimer on that kind of stuff too, because everyone's up in arms, everyone becomes a Karen, but you already know people will get upset. If a game's not for you, just don't play it. You don't need to complain about it. You don't need to complain about it. If it's completely bashing you, then that's a different story. But let's see. This is an early alpha build. I'm gonna say this looks good, but what is it called? What is it called where they have started making the game and then they cut out a segment of the game which kind of plays like the game, but it's only they have to re-render it out and it's more cinematic than the actual game. They did it with, like, I think one of the Watch Dogs trailers. They created a trailer for the game, which didn't actually truly exist. You couldn't actually do that. The visuals weren't even close. But I forget what the word. There's a term for it. There's an actual descriptive term where they create that kind of pilot for the game to get people excited. Because this animation already looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, and then it turns out to be like a live action opening. I mean, that'd be interesting too. It's a Souls-like. Gosh dang, I'm gonna die 100 times then. I suck at Souls-like. Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia. I'm getting Prince of Persia vibes. Of course, you're probably not going to be dealing with the Sands of Time. Probably not the same kinds of puzzles. Yeah. Probably not even close to the. But I just see the blade. I see the outfit, and I'm just like, oh, reminds me of when I was a kid and playing Prince of Persia on my Xbox. I still have that game, actually. I need to pull out all my old consoles and just find a way to display them in my background. I freaking love that I still have like 2 original Xboxes, 3 PlayStation 360. No, not PlayStation 3. Xbox 360s, 2 PlayStation 2s, 1 PlayStation. Like, you know, all the OGs. All the OGs when me and my brothers collected games. I kept them all. Of course. But this just looks Prince of Persia. The animation on the sand as he's running isn't the best, but then again, everything else still looks pretty decent. And it's all about the gameplay. Come on, get at least show us a bit of the mechanics. Actually, the first trailer was so bad, and it came out 6 months late. And well, this came out 6 months later, and it was a huge improvement. That's what gets me worried. if there's that much of an improvement, I probably need to check out the old one because it makes me think that it's like just a segment that's clipped, like what Western studios do to get people interested to play the games because it looks better than it really is. There's a term for it. There's a term for it. I just can't remember what it is. Like a lot of the game shows, they release those, they show those to build the hype, but the games are never that. What is it? The hashish? 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 Oh, these are the crazies. Yeah.
Hey! We do not play with the line between life and death. Bring him back. Or else.
Hey! How many times have I told you not to? Brother, someone's watching us.
I'm not gonna lie. Yes, the animation is a little choppy, but I'm not gonna lie, that actually seems pretty interesting. Because one thing that in games, it's always like how do the villains spawn and all that kind of stuff. The fact that they have the capability, like the dark powers, in order to revive each other after they've taken a life, it probably becomes how do you actually end the person, and it kind of gets rid of like what is it when people are like in like certain games, they're bullet sponges. In this one, I'm guessing they're a knife sponge. They constantly take hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. How can you explain that sometimes when you literally got a perfect strike in? Well, they're basically immune. They're constantly immortal. As long as there's multiple ones around, they could easily heal each other as well. There would probably be a lot of strategy involved. But I'm seeing too much into it probably. I'm seeing too much into it probably. But that does look pretty unique. Feels more Assassin's Creed, but it does move slow like a Souls-like. So you have to kill him first. again, it's still a little choppy because as he's swinging, there's no like, you know, when you're swinging at someone in a game, you get that sort of audio feedback that makes you feel like you've done something successful. Right here, he's swinging, he's hitting the person, but you don't get that feeling that he was hit. Like you can turn on the vibration on a controller and you can feel it when you hit something or when you get hit. But even when you turn the vibration off, you should be able to still get that same kind of sensation from the audio. And the audio doesn't seem to actually be there yet. The audio seems to be lacking because he was swinging and it just doesn't feel like it's actually connecting. There's no like slash. There's no type of thing. Not yet, at least. Not yet, at least.
You fight with flair, my child. Your battles entertain the gods. But remember that a true warrior fights with humility and restraint.
If they could improve on their combat, like connecting different types of attacks smoother, then a pretty decent game. Yeah, that is something that's absolutely lacking. It feels like it's just one move. Block, block, block until you have the indicator to attack, and then you basically do an execute move. That's primarily what I see. That's primarily what I see. And there's like one slash. There is like one slash. And a lot of games are pretty much like that. Like Crimson Desert feels like it's nothing but you have the fast attack, and then the hard attack, but then you can also hold it to charge an attack, or there's combos of doing it certain ways. So it improves it a bit just by utilizing two buttons. And this one, it just feels like it's one button, or two, I guess. You have the block, and then you have the swing. Block and swing, block and swing.
Flashiness entertains no favor from the gods.
I hear you. But am I on the right path? Is this violence needed?
The Nistari have been dead centuries. Their rightful place is Naraka. Your actions simply restored balance to the realms.
Yeah, definitely pre-alpha. Yeah, definitely not the final product. Definitely not the final product.
The wind here is perfect. This looks like a good spot to practice my fragmented chakra.
Oh, so he's gonna teleport across by throwing the chakra. Or not. Did you just... Oh, you can just walk across. Why didn't you just throw the chakra at the guy in the back last time? Boss fight! Boss fight! Boss fight!
You have made a mistake. They will be back. Yamaloka cannot hold our kind. Your very presence here is unwelcome. You tread on sacred sanctuary.
Sacred? You call this sacred? What is wrong with this town?
Okay. I was like, I don't think the dubbing's that bad. And then I hear the kid and I'm like, okay, maybe. 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 Because he's just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? At least he's trying to be the ominous type. The other guy was just like reading his lines.
Small minds like you will not understand. We reveal the truth behind flesh and bones. They are but prisons.
You're just another pawn in Raja's twisted game.
You speak bravely, yet gods tremble in death's embrace. Come, your turn.
I prefer his spear. And the fact that you can block everything is kind of annoying. Like, I like it. Like, it would be more Souls-like if you could, like, there were only key moments which you could block, but holding your block up and just not getting hit at all is kind of annoying. There have to be, like, key moments. You can block this, and then, but then there are those moves that if you're holding a block up and then they do a heavy hit, well, you gotta move. Unless you key the block perfectly, you gotta move. But it's just like, oh, the person's just swinging and he's just blocking the entire time. And then once the other guy's tired, he's like, all right, I'm going to swing now. That was stupid. He was like yawning, like, oh, I'm in a boss fight, but what do I care? I will say, I disagree. Like, you think they should just have like an English person. I prefer having a like an Indian accent. I do. I think it fits the narrative more. Like, that's one thing I hated in the narration of Occult Chambers. It's just like, why the heck do I feel like there is an American speaking here or an English person speaking here when you want like a wise guru speaking? And it's like, no English person is a wise guru. No American is a wise guru unless they've been up in the temples of like a Buddhist temple or, you know, lost themselves. But they would never dub for something like this. So I just feel like getting someone who's actually has the accent, I think it's better. But they have to know how to act. And when you act in like something like this, you actually have to move. You have to move. You have to embody the role. And a lot of them just feel like they're just speaking the dialogue. They're just speaking the dialogue. Get moving. I could have been talking this entire time. Why the heck did I think I needed to pause? There's nothing going on. Just he's just smoking. Oh, literally. He's smoking. A Hindi accent is different from a Punjabi and a Telugu. Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. But the thing is, the dubbing would be primarily for Westerners. And I'm going to be honest, we can't tell a difference. We cannot tell a difference. We just can't. We just can't. I know an Indian accent when I hear it, but I don't care what part of India it is. I don't care what part of India it is, whether it's Pakistan or Bangladesh or I know those aren't India. They used to be India, but they all sound similar to me. They do. They do. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they all just sound similar to me. My wife can tell the difference. I can't. And he's gone. Main character is overpowered. Yeah, it looks like. It really looks like. Yeah, this is not a Souls-like.
Remember, my child, you are no deity. This is a drop in the ocean of my power. Time is of the essence.
Okay. Yeah, it needs more work. It really needs more work. I don't like, again, if it wants to be a Souls-like, there has to be some kind of challenge in the game. And it looks like there is no challenge because he can block every attack. He can, he's dealt no damage. It has to be something where you actually have to run and hide. You have to run and hide because constantly being able to block everything is just ridiculous. Is just ridiculous. You have to have it be more immersive because right there, it would just feel like, all right, I'll hold the block button, wait till he tires out. I'll swing, 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 hold the block button, wait till he tires out, swing, 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 hold the block button. Oh, I have a power up now. All right, I'm going to use my power up. Wait, all my power, like that divine embodiment, what'd that do? All he did was teleporting around. He did no attacks during that moment. Well, like that would make sense in a situation where you have a boss, which you know he has a sequence of moves. Like he has like this rage. What is it? Like the barbarian rage or barbarian rush or whatever it is, like a rage meter, which as soon as it fills out, like there is no blocking his attacks. There is no being able to roll away because it is so impossible that you activate that ability at that point in time. So each divine element serves a purpose. So that way, well, you swing or you block. Blocking is easy, but you have to throw the chakra at some points. You have to use your wings in order to dodge certain moves. And then when it comes to like a blind rage, that's where you use the divine element where you can't attack, but you constantly can teleport around and dodge. But it has to be planned into the entire system rather than, you know what? It seems like a cool feature. Let's add it in. Because that's what it felt like. Like at the very end, he uses it. And I'm like, did you even need to? You were blocking everything just fine. You were just blocking everything just fine. Oh. Enemies are facing challenge instead of us in the freaking Souls-like. Yeah. Because that's no Souls-like. That was just walking around, having just doing nothing, walking around doing nothing. If you want to block only for a time, like a cooldown or something, yeah, or it breaks your stamina meter, which some things do, where it breaks your stamina meter. But it felt like it was impossible, and then both parties would stop. Like there was at one point in time where I stopped to talking, or I paused it to talk. I hit play again, and they were just standing there staring at each other. I'm like, yeah, is this a checkpoint or something? Is this like one of those moments in a fight where you need to move in order for the battle to start up again? Is it like, what the heck happened there? What happened there? Oh my gosh.
You guys made a video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait like that.